Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samar News. Here are today's headlines.
President Donald Trump has said that a new nuclear agreement under negotiation with Iran would be far better than the 2015 accord known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. In a social media post, Trump criticized the earlier deal negotiated during the administration of Barack Obama, calling it ineffective and dangerous. He argued that the new agreement being pursued would prevent Iran from acquiring nuclear weapons and ensure broader regional security. Iran says it is considering attending possible peace talks with the United States in Pakistan, but no final decision has been made. A senior Iranian official said that Tehran is positively reviewing the proposal as Pakistan pushes to end a U.S. blockade, seen as a key hurdle to Iran joining the talks.
Iran has ruled out immediate participation in a new round of negotiations with the United States. At a press briefing, Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Esmail Baqai said Tehran currently has no plans to join a second round of talks with the US. He cited Washington's unrealistic demands and constantly shifting positions as major obstacles to diplomacy, adding that the US is not learning its lessons and is not serious about negotiations. Baqai accused the United States of violating the ceasefire from the very beginning of its implementation. He said Iran had informed Pakistan, acting as a mediator, about these violations, particularly highlighting the continuation of the US naval blockade as a breach of the agreement. Moreover, Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian has called for diplomatic efforts to ease tensions with the United States, even as mistrust deepens ahead of the expiry of a fragile ceasefire. Speaking on Monday, Pezeshkian said that every rational and diplomatic path should be used to reduce tensions with the US. However, according to state news agency, he emphasized that vigilance and distrust in dealings with Washington remain an undeniable necessity. Concerns have grown that the ceasefire between the United States and Iran might not hold after the US said it had seized an Iranian cargo ship that tried to run its blockade. The US military said it fired on an Iranian-flagged cargo ship headed towards Iran's Bandar Abbas port after a 6-hour standoff, disabling its engines. US Central Command said Marines then rappelled from helicopters onto the vessel. President Trump wrote on social media that they have full custody of the ship, while Iran's military said the ship had been travelling from China. A military spokesperson warned that the Iranian armed forces would soon respond and retaliate against this armed piracy by the US military.
Also, Chinese President Xi Jinping has said that normal passage through the Strait of Hormuz must be maintained, stressing its importance for global energy flows and regional stability. Speaking with Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, Xi called for an immediate ceasefire and resolution of disputes through political and diplomatic means. He reaffirmed China's commitment to strengthening ties with Saudi Arabia, noting the 10th anniversary of their strategic partnership and calling for deeper cooperation. During the phone call, Mohammed bin Salman said the ongoing conflict threatens Gulf security and global economic stability. He said that Saudi Arabia supports dialogue to prevent further escalation and ensure safe navigation through Hormuz. President Donald Trump says Israel did not persuade him to strike Iran, rejecting reports that Prime Minister Netanyahu influenced his decision. In a social media post, Trump said his stance was driven by Iran's nuclear ambitions and the October 7th attacks.
Meanwhile, Joseph Aoun has said that Lebanon's negotiations with Israel are separate from the Iran issue, stressing the talks focus solely on bilateral matters. In a statement, Aoun said that at Lebanon's request, the intervention of Donald Trump helped pave the way for a ceasefire and negotiations. He added that contacts with Washington continue to maintain the truce. Aoun said former Ambassador Simon Karam will lead Lebanon's delegation in talks with Israel.
Japan has downgraded tsunami alerts after a powerful 7.7 magnitude earthquake struck off the northern coast. Officials say the immediate threat has eased, but warned the risk of a possible megaquake is slightly higher. Prime Minister Sanai Takaichi has asked people in the affected areas to be prepared to evacuate immediately and always carry emergency supplies for about a week.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has overseen ballistic missile test launches as part of efforts to evaluate the performance of warheads carrying cluster bombs and fragmentation mines. State media KCNA reported that the tests represented the fourth ballistic missile launch this month and the seventh this year. The tests involved 5 launches of upgraded short-range Hwasong-11 RA surface-to-surface tactical ballistic missiles to evaluate the power and performance of the new warheads. Oil prices have jumped more than 5% on fears that the ceasefire between the United States and Iran could collapse after the US seized an Iranian cargo ship while traffic through the Strait of Hormuz stayed largely halted. Brent crude futures advanced $5.08, or 5.62% to $95.46 a barrel, and US West Texas Intermediate was at $88.86 a barrel, up $5.01 or 5.97%. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samar.tv. Thank you for watching Samar News.